Hey guys, it's Spaces Sins, and we are back with more Sympathy Kiss, continuing Yoshioka's route. I have no idea where we are. I only recorded one thing yesterday, and it was our other game, and the day before I recorded nothing, because I just wasn't feeling great. I was like, I don't want to do anything. I was just too lazy to bring my computer upstairs and hook everything up. Listen. I'm allowed to have those days. So it's been like 2 days, and I'm like, okay, we're going a little behind again. So yeah, I don't know what chapter we were in, but apparently I was like, okay, yeah, we had the conversation in the car. He like picked us up and was like, I miss you, but wait for me. And you're like, in reality, again, you'd be like, hell to the no, but we trust this man. So should we? Probably. I don't know, but we're going to have to, push Bito off a roof, but a few weeks had passed since my conversation with Yoshioka in the car, right? Because I remember the transition. I'm like, oh, we're in the fancy restaurant again. Recently, I got an invitation from him to go out for dinner. I was worried since I hadn't heard from him in days, but seeing his cheerful expression when we met put me at ease. After we finished eating, Yoshioka finally breached the topic he wanted to discuss. I've officially told Bito's parents that I do not want to move forward with our marriage. My father and Bito's family haven't quite accepted it yet, but... though, it's one thing for your father to be arranging marriage and not listening to you, but when you go to that girl's family and you're like, I have no intention of marrying your daughter, and I know you and my father agreed, but I do not love her, I do not fucking want to be with her, and I will not fucking go through with it. You'd think that they would give a little bit more fucks than just being like, no, you kids will get, the mentality of these rich motherfuckers, again, it hits into his, princely vibes, so I get why they're going for it, and I'm sure super wealthy families, it probably happens. I don't know if it happens in Japan, but it's gotta happen out there in the real world, somewhere where you're people are like, oh, well, you're married. And that, even rich people in the U.S. are like, oh, strategic marriages and shit like this, and that'll work out, and whatnot. But it's not, I don't think, as bad forced as this. But what would I know? I'm not a rich person. I'm a poor person. So my parents were like, whatever, bitch. Just go to fucking college. That's all they gave a shit about. Go to college and make your own money so you can support your fucking self. Good. Good for them. You know what I mean? They didn't try to sell me to anybody. Awesome. But the mentality, even if you were like, oh, business arrangement, oh, our kids, whatever, and the person you were trying to sell your daughter to came to you and was like, yeah, no, don't like her, don't want her, no intention of doing this, you really would just be like, oh, well, we can't accept that. You really think so little of your fucking daughter that you'd be okay? Oh, God, it's men. It's always men. It's not all men, but it's always men, isn't it? Because I can't imagine a mother thinking like, nah, it's totes okay. Even if you were put through that situation, don't you think there'd be a shred of you that is like, my parents forced me into this marriage and I fucking hate it. And even if your parents forced you into your marriage and you were like, oh, we get along and it's good enough, it's worked out fine for you. If the person you were selling your daughter to came and was like, nah, fuck that shit, I hate this bitch. I'm gonna be stepping out and fucking some other girl all the time. Whatever, unless you chain me down, I'm not fucking doing it. You really want that for your daughter? You'd be like, how dare he? He doesn't get to choose. You really want that for your child? You really think that it'll just quote unquote be okay? People are fucked. It's just sad because there are people that are legitimately like this. It's the same with any argument. You could literally put anything in there. You really think that just because you personally have an issue with XYZ or don't with XYZ, that everybody else just has to fall in line with you? Or you really think that if somebody comes up and says this is what they're going to do, that it'll be fine. You can't take the words that are coming out of his mouth at face value? He's not pretending that he's going to love and cherish your daughter and then cheats on her and you were like, oh, he's straight up like, fuck this shit, I'm out, I hate her, I'd rather push her off a building. And they're like, it'll be fine. I mean, he didn't say those words, but I'm just saying he could have, and they'd still be like, not willing to accept that. And then when he pushes her off a building, it's like, well, he told you. He told you he was going to. The fuck did you expect? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know I'm Delulu, and I live in, like, delusion land, and I have fun here. But even I'm not that delusional when someone says specifically they're going to do something to be like, no, they're not. I'm like, yeah, no, they're probably going to do that shit. And then when they do that shit, I don't pretend that it never happened or act surprised. You know? Like, I just... Oh, my God. I get his father not accepting it, but her family not accepting it is just even more astounding, and it just shows you, it's just appalling. Somebody wrote this and went, Leah, let's just show that still somewhere out there in the world, there are people who just still think of their daughters as property. And I'm not saying it's Japan, because I don't know how, like, rich families work over there. But there are places in the world that still treat their daughter like cattle to be sold for political marriages and shit like that. So, like, I mean, technically they're doing it to him too, but, you know... And I guess it doesn't hurt that Bito's totally into it. She's like, cool, he's hot, so awesome. But, like, girl, you should want better for yourself. But, like, I mean, if my parents were going to sell me to a hot rich man like this, I might be okay with it too, to be fair. But, like, I'd be mad at the whole concept. Like, how dare you? But, like, at least you could have picked worse. So you know? You know what I mean? But, like, I don't know. Ugh. There was a hint of sadness to his smile.
Until now, I thought I had to take care of everyone around me. I didn't want to hurt my father or Bito.
You know, maybe take care of yourself, Sweet Cheeks. I'm sorry. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love anybody else? Just true.
But because of that, the person I care most about in the world ended up getting hurt instead. You... When we drove together a few weeks ago, I realized what was most important to me and what I needed to prioritize.
You know, that's actually sweet of you, though. I'm going to give you credit for that. You really should care about yourself, like, first and foremost. But, you know, putting me for... I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this. It's adorable. Our gazes finally met. There was a determined fire in his eyes, a sharp contrast from the well of sadness they'd been before. Also, what he wants, me, and me being happy, is also what I want him to be happy, so him being happy would make me happy, and making me happy would make him happy, and it's just a circle, so it's fine.
I'm sorry for making you worry so much until now, but I want us to be together. Officially. Amasawa, I love you more than anyone or anything in this whole world.
I mean, clearly, because you basically told your father to go fuck himself and he wants to kick you out of the family. You're totes fine with that, probably. And you're smart enough to be able to run your own company, to be fair. So it's not like you're just a little rich boy, daddy's little rich boy who does nothing, is a twat, and is completely fucking useless, and who's going to run the company into the ground the second he gets a hold of it. You might actually be able to be a decent businessman, so you could work out on your own without daddy's money. I mean, it would suck, because you'd be a pov like the rest of us, but, like, you could manage. Warmth filled my chest. When I told him that I loved him too, a look of relief spread across Yoshioka's face.
Things aren't completely resolved yet, but I want to cherish the time we spend together from now on. And I want to make up for the time we lost.
Is the time we lost gonna be... like, you know, hot monkey sex, like, for the next, like, 3 days? Because we've lost a lot of time. We should make up for it.
To start, I want to give you something as a token of that. Will you accept it?
Yes, but not in the restaurant. This is not the place. This is not a porno. Wait till we get home.
What do you mean you've already been given enough? Oh, that dress from our date doesn't count.
He's like, no, I'm gonna... It's a stick in a box. You're welcome, if now you're singing that in your head. Have fun with that.
I want to give you something as your boyfriend. Matching rings, for example.
Oh, well, that's a step ahead. The idea of having something to signal that we were an official couple made me blush, but I nodded. That's adorable. We usually don't get matching rings until we get married, but like, you want like boyfriend-girlfriend rings. That's cute. I love it.
I want it to be something we can wear every day. I've hidden our relationship from everyone for far too long. It's time everyone knows.
He's gonna scream. You know what? This is romantic, okay? This is what we needed from this route. It took way too long to get to anything kind of slightly, like, super romantic and adorable. I mean, okay, we had some spicy moments with him, don't get me wrong. There were moments. But then there was, like, a lot of bland nothingness. We went through a lot of bland nothingness to get to the meat of the matter. You know what I mean? To get here, so.
We're in love and I want to show you off. But maybe I'm getting carried away.
You know what? Do it. Do it. Hot with embarrassment, I told him I shared the sentiment. I would love to have something to symbolize that.
Alright, let's go pick something out together next time. I can't wait.
Because we hadn't been able to see each other for so long, the prospect of another date with him filled me with joy. I felt like things were finally moving in a good direction. Oh, well, now that you said that. And just as I thought that, a commotion rose from the entrance of the restaurant. Bitch toe? Yeah. What is the meaning of this? Vito stumbled over, trembling with anger. It sounds like she's drunk. I just heard from my father. Cancel the engagement. I haven't agreed to this. I didn't agree to the engagement to begin with, bitch. She gonna make me fucking kill a bitch.
Vito, you're making a scene. Lower your voice. Please sit here and we can discuss this like adults.
You know what? Honestly, no. See, you're trying to be diplomatic, and the right answer was, I didn't agree to the engagement in the first place, so I don't care if you didn't agree to the dissolution. So, we're on equal footing here. Vito looked like she was on the verge of slapping Yoshioka, but he didn't flinch. Do it. I'll make him feel better later. Don't worry about it. I meant rub his cute little face. I didn't mean anything inappropriate, but also that, too. Seeing him remain so composed, she took several deep breaths before dragging over a chair. I'm plenty calm. Now explain to me what all this is about. He's like, I don't love you. I've never loved you. I've never intention of loving you. It was never going to happen. In fact, you're a dumb bitch and I hate you. He's never going to say that. I appreciate it. No. Don't say anything nice to her, because she's going to take it the wrong way.
I've continually told my father I had no intention of accepting our engagement, but I always dismissed my objections. And when I spoke with you about it, you took it as a joke. Yet despite my objections, things just kept moving forward.
Oh, see, you know what I love about this? He's like, I kept telling you and you just acted like I was joking. You ignored my wants. Oh! And now she's getting all, what about my feelings? Girl, I'm going to need you to shut your fucking mouth. Because nobody cares about your feelings. Because you don't get your feelings cared for if you don't care about somebody else's first. He does not have to care about your feelings when he came to you and said, I do not want to go through this engagement. You're like, ha ha ha, too bad, I don't give a fuck what you want. And now you want him to feel bad for you? It's not how it works. No.
Vito, I've directly spoken with your father to formally reject our marriage.
But why? Everyone can see we'd make a great couple. Marriage would only benefit the company, wouldn't it? Wow, you are so desperate you're going to throw that out there like that should fucking matter more than anything? Girl. Oh, girl. You know what? I'm going to slap her so fucking hard across the face, and then we're going to give her a hug and pat her on the back because she is so deluded. Or maybe we're going to slap the stupid out of her and be like, girl, you're worth more than just being used as a pawn in a political fucking marriage, sweetie. Have some self-fucking respect. Vito pleaded desperately with him, barely glancing at me.
No, I'm sorry, but that's not the real issue here. If you're seeking a marriage that's good for business, you have better options.
Also, well, I mean, it's not stupid, I guess, if that's what you want and you're, like, not interested in actually being loved by your partner. You just want someone that's a good business partner. I guess, sure. I mean, different strokes for different folks. No, I don't! Vito cried out and slammed her hands against the table. The glasses and silverware clattered loudly. me than you, Rokuro! You're the only one for me! I've always loved you!
And I've always loved her.
Unable to contain her emotions any longer, tears glittered in Bito's eyes, and then I'm gonna look like the asshole. It's not me that's being the asshole here. Nor is it him, by the way. He never agreed to this marriage. He told her straight up, I don't want this. And she's like, I don't give a fuck. I wanted it. Now she's like, I don't know. No, we're not playing that game. We are not playing that game where we're going to side with you. Listen, not going to side with you over this man in this case. Because he did nothing wrong and you're being a psycho. Okay? I know we should hate to have to side with a man in the case of, like, but she's being a psycho. And it's, like, this is not, he lied to you, manipulated you, got into a relationship with you, and then cheated on you with me. And I'm like, I mean, I'm going to side with my boyfriend, but what he did was whack. He had nothing, no. Your family, his family, and you're the psychos here. He was like, I don't want this. Nobody gives a fuck. You were like, yay, we're getting engaged. She's like, I don't want this. And you're like, don't care. And now you're going to cry because nobody cares about your feelings. When, again, you didn't care about his on the matter. And I know it sucks in her case because she's like, I'm in love with you. And being in love with someone who's like, yeah, no, never going to happen. Don't like you at all. Like that, hurts. But your feelings don't supersede theirs. It sucks when you are in love with someone who is not in love with you. You have a crush on someone who has no interest in you. Yeah, that sucks. It sucks. And I feel for her there, but he shouldn't be like, oh, you're in love with me. Okay, I guess we'll get married now. Seriously? Like, Jesus, that's crazy. That's some crazy shit. That's some, like, it's just crazy. Anyway.
Bito, please calm down.
No, why? Then she turned to me with that cold, hateful glare. Seeing her venomous gaze, Yoshioka stepped in front of me to shield me. Oh, hot. Okay. And it's my favorite sprite of his. The over the shoulder, and then he's looking a little like... He's looking a little dangerous and sus. Like maybe he'll push her out the window. Good. I'll help you bury the body. That only fueled Bito's anger. Better than her! My family's name actually means something! I'm far more useful to you than she could ever be! I doubt that. Rokuro, I promise you, you'd be far happier if you married me! That's right, you're the one who needs to calm down and think things through, Rokuro! If you two marry, it'll bring misfortune for you both. Your parents will never accept it. You know what's more important than money and prestige and the company? My happiness. I don't mean me, I mean his. Unaware of the attention she was attracting, Bito continued to shriek about how worthy she was to be Yoshioka's bride. Also, it's one thing to be like, what the fuck, like, to be upset about somebody essentially dumping you. Okay, again, he's, well, he didn't want this whole thing and whatever. But when you start resorting to, I'm better than her, she's trash, my name is better, my family is better, and you start throwing shit out like that, no, that just makes you look scummy. It makes you look worse. Because I'm not arguing with you over here. I'm just sitting here like, I'm being quiet and you are personally attacking me and my family and like bringing business into that. Like, you just look like a crazy bitch. I mean, she doesn't just look like a crazy bitch. She is a crazy bitch, but...
Bito, people are watching. Let's discuss this somewhere more private.
Yoshioka signaled to a waiter and a private room was swiftly prepared. Imagine being so rich you're like... And they're like, got a private room for you to argue it out. Here's some vases so you can throw.
I don't want you to be uncomfortable by yourself, Amasawa.
You can join us. Good, I want to see her have a mental breakdown so I can just hate her more. If she's going, then I'm not. It seemed that Yoshioka's suggestion would only cause more trouble. I said that if relocating to a private room would help Bito, then I would wait at our table. Yoshioka shook his head.
I'm not leaving you alone here. We're going together. Bito, we need to talk. You're coming with us.
Yoshioka took my hand as gently as one would handle a precious treasure. He's never held her hand like that. He's never held her hand, so... Bitch. At this, Bito's face twisted with envy. Wait! I said wait! A loud thump behind us made me whip around. In a rush to follow us, Beto had tripped and plummeted to the floor. I hurried over to see if she was hurt and offered my hand, but she smacked it away. Hurried and tripped. Did she, or did she purposely fall down to try to get him to, come to her aid? So, see, and then she could cling to him like a desperate, pathetic wench that she is. Like, again, I want to feel for her because, like, she just had her heart broken, to be fair. But you did this to yourself because the man told you he wasn't interested. He didn't lead you on in any way. I mean, I guess he kind of did in a way because, like, he was like, I don't want this marriage. And then he kind of just shut up about it and sucked it up and didn't really fight back. But to be fair, he did tell you he didn't want this and you didn't give a shit about his personal feelings. You never cared. So now your feelings, I want to feel bad because, like, again, having your heart broken when you're in love with someone who's not in love with you, I get it. And I'll feel for you there. And, like, I don't understand. And wait a minute, but I loved you and I thought we were going to get married and I thought you were okay with this. And then being confused and sad and everything. But you're a venomous bitch. You've been nasty and cruel and evil to me. And it's not even like you're like, well, you know what? Whatever. And, just giving me snide glances. You have purposely tried to ruin my reputation in the company and all this other shit because you're jealous. Instead of just being like, he's my fiance, so maybe back the fuck off. Which, fair on her part, for that. But everything she's done is just douchey, especially because she knows he doesn't want to be in a marriage with her and she's threatened by us existing because it's not like she's like, well, we're getting married. So what, even what she said, whatever, if he wants to fuck around with you, that's fine because we're the ones getting married. So boys will be boys. He'll just sow his wild oats before we get married. But you didn't mean any of that because you knew damn well he didn't want to marry you. He doesn't have feelings for you and he does for me. Because if he was just a man whore fucking everybody that moved, you'd just be like, you're just one more bitch in line, whore, But you knew, and that's why she was being such a horrible person. So, you've been a horrible person since the moment he told you he didn't want this and doesn't have feelings for you and you didn't give a fuck. So, my feeling bad for you, again, for getting your heart broken is kind of squashed by your cunty behavior the rest of the time. So, like, I don't feel bad that you tripped. I want to point and laugh at you, but that's why I'm not a main character in these games, because I'm an asshole. I kind of want to kick her in the face while she's down, to be fair, but I don't have to. He's going to do it, and I'm just going to sit back and watch. Don't touch me! Her ankle seemed to be swelling, and I wondered if she'd twisted it. Are you okay? It hurts! It hurts so much! Bito clung to Yoshioka.
It seems a bit red, but I don't see any other injuries.
It still hurts! Call an ambulance for me! Oh, dear God. Bito's wailing prompted the nearby employees to make the call.
When the ambulance arrives, you need to get treated at the hospital. We can discuss this another day.
Can you imagine being out to dinner and this shit goes down and you're just sitting there like, somebody bring me some popcorn or some wine or some shit, because you're like, this is better than the shit we were going to watch on TV later, sweetie. Just sitting there like, you guys got popcorn? You should make some gourmet popcorn for this kind of shit. You're going to send me to the hospital by myself? Yeah, I don't give a... If he goes to the hospital with her, I'm going to be kind of pissed. She clutched his jacket, a look of anxiety in her eyes. It seemed cruel to let her go alone. No, it doesn't! She's a big fucking girl. She can go alone. We are not responsible for this whore. Like, no, you go with her. This is exactly what she wants. So, no. If she was being reasonable, but maybe angry, like, whatever, and then she hurt herself, like, okay, but she is not being reasonable. She's being manipulative. I don't believe she actually hurt herself, so fuck her. Seriously? I'll hurt you more. I'll push you down the stairs and give you a... This is how you know I had, like, boomer parents. I'll give you a reason to cry. Like, you're crying. I'll give you something to cry about. Like, I will give you something to feel pain about. You want a trip to the hospital? I'll give you a trip to the hospital, bitch. I'm gonna kick you down the stairs. I'm gonna kick her down the damn stairs, and then you'll see how much of an ambulance ride you really need. go with her. I'll be okay here. No. No. Neither one of these. I don't like either. Are we in chapter 5, I guess? Okay, I guess we are. Yeah, I will not be okay here. No, we better not tell him I'll be okay here. If go with her is we both go with her, then fine. I don't like either one of those. She can go fuck herself, should be the option. That's the one I want. I do not accept okay, go with her. I'm like, I do not accept I'll be okay here. Telling him to go with her alone. This is what the whore wants. And no. No, he's too fucking nice and has been too nice to you for too fucking long. You need to take the fucking hint. It's not even a hint. It's goddamn giant red text in your fucking face. Learn to read. Ugh. I quickly spoke up to assure Yoshioka.
But
Fortunately, we already finished dinner, so all that was left was to head home. I could easily make it home on my— Oh, no, my God! She's literally telling him to go on— Nah, fuck this! No, this is stupid. This is not noble. This is bullshit. Bullshit. We are a goddamn fucking doormat. No, I'm sorry. She does not deserve us to be this nice to her. I understand the whole like, she's being a cunt. We don't need to be a cunt back. We can just be like, I'm just going to walk away and whatever. But we do not need to baby her right now. She's being a cunt. She needs to deal with it. We should walk the hell away. Both of us. Not here, put your man in her fucking Not that he's gonna do anything, or not that he's torn or anything, but still, no. Don't give her what she wants. The hell? No. Bullshit game, fail. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. If Bito's injuries were serious, it's not. She's a big fucking drama queen cunt. It would have been scary for her to be alone. That's when you're going to the hospital and you call your mom or your fucking daddy to come get you. You have family for this reason. I do not have family around me, so it would be scary going to the hospital alone. But I'm a big fucking girl. I would have to go to the goddamn hospital alone. Okay? But she has family. They could just call her family and they meet her at the hospital. Call your fucking mother.
even so,
Seeing Yoshioka's hesitation, I pulled him to the side so Bito couldn't see us.
Amasawa.
As I pulled away, he looked bewildered. I told him that a promise was a promise. We were going to be okay.
You're so
stupid. He sighed and shut his eyes tightly as if holding something back.
Okay, I'll accompany Bito. But understand this. I'm doing it out of respect for your request, not Bito's.
Yeah, I know, because I'm a dumb fuck, but appreciate the fact that you'll do whatever stupid shit I say. You need to get some balls, sir, because this is dumb.
And once you're home, contact me. No matter how late it is, I'll respond.
I mean, it's not going to take me 4 hours to get there. I nodded and began to gather my things to leave. Yoshioka was about to see me off, but then... Ruguro, it hurts! Come here! See? This is the kind of shit. She tripped and fell. Maybe it was legit. And she hurt her ankle, but she's milking it. Just to get him to feel sorry for her, and then, she hurt herself. I can't leave her now. She might never walk again on her twisted little ankle. Oh well, get some crutches, ho. Like, you know what I mean? That's what she's expecting. Like, he is not gonna change his mind about being with me because you hurt your ankle. And if he does, then I seriously, doesn't matter what happens in this route, big fat fucking fail. No. We'll light him on fire. We're not going to have this, well, she hurt herself, so now I have to. This is not, I was trying to tell her I'm not in love with her, and then she got hit by a bus, and now she's in a coma, and, like, I can't have this conversation with her now, and that's really complicated. This is, you told her no, she hurt herself, you don't go, oh, well, she hurt herself, oh my god, she might be sad. Like, who fucking cares? What the fuck? You're not responsible for her. So, like, this better not turn, I mean, it's going to be drama from her left and right, but this better not turn into, well, I need to be with her now because she hurt her ankle. You know, again, this is not, I'm going to break up with my girlfriend. And then her mom died. And then as soon as I was going to tell, then her dad died, and then her grandma died, and then a plane fell on her. You know what I mean? Where you're like, it's just a series of unfortunate incidents, and I just don't want to make that. I understand this. This is not an excuse. So don't fucking pull that shit, game. Don't fucking pull that shit. Okay? Because, like, I understand this man needed to, like, collect his spine to, like, tell his father. He's been telling his father to fuck off for a while. Nobody's listening to him, so, like, I get it. But now that don't make him a spineless little wuss, okay? He's got to have a backbone here, you know? Bito cried out as soon as she saw us together. Yeah, because she's a dumb cunt. And you should never have given her what she wanted. I didn't want the restaurant to be disturbed any further, so I urged Yoshioka to go to her. Right, notice that you care about the restaurant, but she's the one making the disturbance, and she doesn't give a fuck. I mean, that just shows we're better than her. The character, not me. Because again, I'd have pushed her out a window.
You're the only one I love. Don't ever forget that.
Yeah, until you decide that you have to go through with marrying her because she hurt her ankle. Now she's sad. He met my eyes and repeated that firmly before attending to Bito. If that happens, I'm just saying, if they try to pull that shit on me, like, I don't know if we're even going to finish this route. I might be done and fucking skip it. Once I made it home, I promptly messaged Yoshioka before settling down on the sofa. As time stretched on, I began to worry. I knew there was no point in fretting over Bito's condition or what she and Yoshioka might be discussing. Yet I still felt helpless, and I could only hope for the best. The ring of my cell phone jolted me awake. I must have dozed off on the sofa. I swiped quickly to answer the call, and Yoshioka's warm voice greeted me.
Hello, Amasawa. I'm sorry for calling back so late. I just got home, so...
Yoshioka paused and exhaled.
Bito's injury wasn't serious. It was only a minor sprain. She went home after seeing the doctor.
Yeah, it was a minor sprain, and she was freaking the fuck out about it and making a big deal out of it to get your attention, and we let her gone with her, but we were like, no, you should. We're a fucking doormat.
But her parents are very upset, so we might be tied up for a while.
I was relieved Bito's injuries weren't serious, but the idea of his leash tightening again made me uneasy. Yeah, her parents are upset. Well, be upset at your daughter because she is the one that acted a fool in fucking public. Oh my god. It felt like a rock sat in my stomach. Our future was so full of uncertainty. No, seriously, like, I mean, they're trying to make it, like, hard and give us drama, which is great because it's making me pissed off. So, like, good for the game. Because, like, when you're like, oh, okay, yeah, oh, no, this is good. When it makes me angry like this, it's good writing. You know what I mean? But it's not making me mad at everybody else. It's making me mad at him. And that's not what you want. You don't want to be like, fuck you. No. You told them fucking no, and then, like, doing this and, like, well, now her parents are mad, so I might be tied up. No. You already told them no. And I don't care how nice he is. He really needs to be like, you know what? I understand you're upset. Your daughter is the one who came into the restaurant screaming, ranting, and raving like a crazy person, making a fool of herself, as well as me and the person I was with, and then hurt herself in her tirade. So the only person you should be mad about is her for making all of us look bad. It has nothing to do with me. Talk to her. I'm not doing this with you. You know what I mean? Like, and I get it's because he's been so nice and docile and a doormat for everyone for so long, but it's like, don't get the man a little bit of a backbone to take it the fuck away. Like, no. You know what I mean? Like, you could have done better with that. Don't make me, because, like, then it makes me, like, think less of him, and it's like, oh, dear Jesus fucking Christ. Like, yeah, whatever, but you don't have a backbone. Like, grow one. And, like, we've got more of a fucking spine than he does, and it's just sad. Again, I understand why, but, like, you make progress with him, and then you take it away, and it just makes me like, yeah, no, don't. Like, he's got his moments where I love him to death, but when we're dealing with this stuff, I'm like, light the man on fire, because, like, no, this ain't worth it. He's not worth it. This kind of trouble. You know what I mean? And to be fair, like, I think that's why they've put so many good, like, kind of spicy moments where you're like, oh my God, okay. Because those moments make you forget that all of this trouble ain't worth it. Because, like, right now in this moment, I'm like, this ain't worth it. He's not worth it. No. Like, I mean, I should be sitting here like, I will take all these fuckers out to free my prince from all these people. And I'm still like, I want to slap him in the face and be like, grow a fucking spine. Seriously, what the fuck? I'm mad at him instead of threatening to murder all the other people that are getting in our way. That tells you something. Like, so good for them for writing this and making me mad. Because, like, again, it makes you feel something, and whether that's a good or bad thing, what you're feeling, it makes you feel something. You're not like, yeah, I know there's a lot of drama and I feel nothing about it. You know? I'm invested in the drama and I'm mad about the drama, but you kind of did it in the wrong way because it's making me mad at our prince instead of mad at all the people around him. And that's not good for liking the character. I'm sure they'll bring it around, but overall, I'm going to have to be like, were you worth it? I don't know. Spicy moments are worth it. But the fact that you had to write in those spicy moments to make me forget all the rest of this bullshit that makes him not worth it is like, I don't know. I don't know what that says about the character here, so.
I'm sorry for involving you in our family's mess. But remember, you're still the most important person in my world.
And yet, you won't grow a fucking spine.
I wish I could just leave everything behind and be with you.
You can. Don't worry so much. Family's important too. I feel like don't say family's important too, because fuck his family. You know what? It's not even that. It's not even like your family's important. It's, whatever. You're putting Beto's family first, so no. I want to be like, fuck Beto's family. But she won't say that. I'm sure. I better be, don't worry so much. Family's important too. No, again, because his family, yes, is important. He's not ready to be like, fuck my family. Like, he just wants his family to understand his perspective. And I fully understand that. You're putting Beto's family first. Before yourself, before me. I'm the most important person in your world. Okay, you need to put yourself first once in a while. But if putting me first is kind of like putting yourself first because you're looking at us as a package deal, okay, I'll take it. But you're putting Beto's family and them being pissed off at her fucking dramatics. Her dramatics. You're putting their feelings and her dramatics before us as a package. No. Girl was fine.
Right. Thank you. I plan on using this opportunity to have a serious talk with my parents.
Despite the situation, Yoshioka sounded optimistic, which calmed my nerves. And honestly, his parents, his dad should be like, going to Beto's family and being like, your daughter came into the restaurant screaming like, I didn't agree. I don't like the fact that my son decided to call off this engagement and doesn't agree with our arrangements, but your daughter made a fool of your own family and our family. So you don't have a right to be mad at my son about that. Like, I would have talked with him or whatever, and you should have kept a leash on your fucking bitch. You know? Especially because she's basically being treated like property like Yoshioka is, so keep a leash on your fucking bitch. I reassured him that even if I couldn't do much, I wanted to help. He sounded like he was smiling through the phone. I feel like you need to be less like, it's okay, I'll be here when you do it, and be like, grow a fucking spine. Sometimes people need that kind of tough love. He needs it.
Thank you. You're always supporting me, and it means everything to me. Truly.
I would support you if you grew a fucking... I have to. You don't have a spine, so you're just like Jello over here.
I know I tell you this often, but you're the one that I love. Always remember that.
After hanging up, his declaration of love echoed in my head all night. And again, like, I get it. Like, they wanted to make it difficult for us to be together, so when you get together finally for real and it's free, that it's, like, it feels like you achieved something. But I feel like they could have done it in a better way. Like, yes, the whole prearranged marriage thing and the issues with the families and everything is, again, nail on the head with the prince thing. But making him so spineless sometimes about it, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I just, it just, it kind of it just makes you go about him, you know? It's not like he's fighting it and like whatever and he's like their families are pissed but I don't give a shit, like whatever. And then he's going to have to deal with his family. He's like she's my girlfriend, fucking deal with it. And then he's still fighting with his family, whatever. It still almost seems like he's like, "Well, you just go back in the shadows for another little bit. No, we're going to be together now." Oh, well, no, she threw a fit. So like go back, and it's like there's too much of this and now is not the time. Like, you know? Like, especially because, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's too much. It's too much. And he looks spineless, and you're not making him look great. So, in the moment, right now, not feeling this man and being like, why? Nobody, you know what? Don't want a prince. Give me back my Labradoodle. Give me back my bitchy boss babe who, like, murdered someone. He didn't, but I'd have killed for him. This man, I'm like, I might kill him. I might push him into traffic. You know? Just so it knocks some sense into him. And that's not what you want. You want to murder all the people on behalf of him, not him. You know? And like he's not even a trash character. It's just you're making him so spineless that it's like I just bad taste in my mouth now, and I don't like that. I don't like it. You know? I guess I like it better that it's him as opposed to a character I was totally in love with from the very beginning that you ruined for me. Because, like, yeah, he's not unattractive and his CGs are great, but he wasn't my favorite in the very beginning. I wasn't like, yeah, I was like, okay, he's fine. Like, he's pretty, great. But he was in the mid tier. Like, no, there's nothing wrong with him. But he's, like, now, like, again, we get those spicy moments, and I'm like 100% here. I'm like, ooh, I'm here for this. But then you do this, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I don't like this roller coaster that we're on. I don't. I don't. I want to be angry and mad and make the game make me mad because of, like, in Kobase's route with that woman harassing him and being like, I'm going to kill that bitch. I'm going to get all the psychos in this man harem up in here, and we're going to find a way to murder her. That's what I want. I want to be mad at someone else, like Beto. I want to push her out a window. But now you're making me, again, you're making me mad at my love interest, and I don't like that. That's not good, game. That's bad. Don't do that. No. I mean, I'm here for the drama because it's making me feel something, but like the wrong things. Just like wrong. Do you have to go potties? Oh. The next day, it was time for me to go to Tempesty for the first time that month. I hope you can wait, because... And it seemed like a storm was brewing. Yeah, they're all gonna, because Beto's gonna be whining. A female employee I knew rushed to me, looking distraught. There are rumors that Director Yoshioka's been put on a house arrest for hurting Beto. It's causing quite a stir. Oh, you have got to be fucking kidding me. Oh, I'm so... It's gonna take us a long time to finish this, because I'm just so mad about this bullshit. He hurt her. There was a restaurant full of people. She twisted her ankle. He hurt. Oh, no. All right. This is the kind of drop. This makes me want to kill everyone involved and not him this time. So this is the kind of pissed off. But I'm already mad. So this ain't helping. I'm being reassigned from the project with Astario, but I'll be your contact until a new person's appointed. But it's hard to believe Director Yoshioka would harm her. Amasawa, do you know anything about this? Yes, she tripped, hurt her ankle, and she's a cunt. Before I could respond, the subject of the rumors, Beto, walked into the office. You know what I would actually say? I actually do know. She tripped and hurt herself and is blaming other people for her problems because she's a dirty, filthy, lying cunt. I don't give a fuck if I got fired. Huh? I thought she was injured. She's a lying bitch. Though Beto's ankle was bandaged, she was walking normally. She wasn't limping one bit. Yeah, because she's a lying bit. I'm going to throw this whore out the window. Again, you want something to complain about? You want somebody under house arrest? I'm going to throw your ass down the stairs. I'll go under house arrest. I'm going straight to jail. It seemed Yoshioka was right. Her injuries weren't serious. No, she's just a serious cunt. Concerned colleagues showered her with attention, but the atmosphere was still clouded with confusion. Are you okay, Beto? It's hard to believe Director Yoshioka would intentionally hurt a woman. He didn't. I'm sorry for causing you all to worry. Please don't blame Yoshioka too much. It was just an accident. that had nothing. Oh my God. Okay, Bird needs a break. And I need to walk away from this for 2 seconds because I'm about to throw hands. I hate her so fucking much. See, this is what I want. I want this. I want to hate her, not him. But him being, and I guess maybe that's what he was saying on the phone. So maybe I shouldn't have jumped the gun. You gotta go potties? It wasn't, it's like her parents are really pissed. And it wasn't, oh dear God, you're gonna be wrapped up in this bullshit. You don't have a spine. It was the, I don't want to tell you that her parents are blaming me. Like I attacked her and, you know, they're trying to press charges against me like I did something. Maybe that's, he just didn't want to tell you that. But you know what? He probably fucking should have, because he should have fucking known you would be here and you would find the fuck out. Like, does he think we're stupid? I mean, the answer is probably yes, because we kind of are. You should go with her to the hospital. No, you shouldn't have. You should not have gone with her anywhere near the fucking hospital. You know what I mean? No, you shouldn't trust this whore. While Bito appeared to defend him, she didn't deny Yoshioka was responsible for her injury. Which he's not! No! Throw this whore. Predictably, murmurs of disappointment about Yoshioka's behavior rumbled through the room. She's trying to make him look bad. I couldn't let that continue. Good. It wasn't Yoshioka's fault that Bito was hurt, so I spoke up. Then the sound of heels resounded across the floor as Bito approached me. What do you know about Rokuro and me? You're just some external employee. I wanted to refute her, to tell her I was Yoshioka's girlfriend. I would be like, I was there. I saw you trip and fall. You tripped over your own stupid whore feet. He wasn't anywhere near you when you fell. So you know what? And also, you were in public. Seriously, I'd be like, well, I do know, because I was there. I watched you trip and fall after having a little bitch fit like a temper tantrum throwing toddler. But no matter what I said here, I had no proof to back me up. Every single fucking person at the restaurant, you don't think there's fucking cameras there? Rokuro may be fond of you now, but he's going to marry me. Just give up. Says the whore who won't take no for an answer. Both my parents and Rokuro's want us to get married. You know what? See, this is where we need to now get fucking a backbone and be like, well, he doesn't because he doesn't love you. Don't be nice to this bitch anymore. She does not deserve it. A cold laugh escaped her, barely above a whisper. She is willing to make everybody think that he hurt her just so she can get attention and pity. She doesn't care about his feelings. And she will basically be like, I don't care. My parents and I want him to marry me instead. So no, there is no more nice. There is no more considering her stupid fucking feeling. She doesn't have any. Don't pretend she has one. I said feeling on purpose, not feelings, because she doesn't have any, let alone one. I don't care about you anymore. You can't get in the way. Rokuro will take responsibility for hurting me by accepting our engagement. Once we're married, he'll only have eyes for me. I won't let you have Rokuro. With a final icy glare, Bito glided away. This is when we kill this bitch. The entire floor erupted into a cacophony of whispers and suspicious glances. Bito was Yoshioka's fiancé. The president of Tempesty himself had said so. In my coworker's eyes, I probably look like some sad woman with unrequited feelings. Which is funny, because that's Bito. Hello, Amasawa. And do you have a moment? I'd like to discuss something with you. We can move this to the conference room. Upon entering the conference room, I asked Higa what he wanted to discuss. Actually, that was just an excuse. I thought it might be uncomfortable for you to stay in there, Amasawa. Like, they really wanted to make him, like, random background guy and not love interest. Because, like, usually everybody's sprites... This is probably, I think, the worst sprite I've seen in this game. What is this? You look terrifying, sir. Like, your head is too small for your body. And, like, the face you're making is just disturbing. Why in the world did they make Asaka ridiculously beautiful and then he's not a love interest, but you are? And you are, like, just so bland, basic, and then this is one of your sprites where it's like a really bad rough sketch before people adjust it and tweak it and make it good. I feel bad saying that, but this man's given me nothing ever. Nori has basically only given us, I'm gonna try to follow you home, and then been taken home by our boss babe, and that's it. But he's still given us more to be, like, intrigued about as a character than this man has ever done, and this sprite is not helping you. It's horrifying. I hate it. To verify, I asked if he really didn't need help with anything, and if he was only helping me escape the tension. I mean, he's fine, but he's kind of basic stock side character. There's really nothing about him that is love interest, and I don't get the choice here. Indeed, actually, it was Yoshioka who asked me to do so. He isn't free to do what he wants at the moment, so he asked me to support you if anything happens, Amasawa. Yoshioka typically keeps his personal and professional life separate, so I was a little surprised when he asked me for this favor. I was grateful, but I asked why Yoshioka hadn't contacted me directly. It appears that Yoshioka is also limited in who he can and can't reach out to. Wow, they are really fucking... Since I work with him directly, I'll be able to communicate with you and look after you in his place. For now, we won't be able to contact you directly, Amasawa. He kind of looks sad about it. The office is in chaos right now. I believe it'd be best to return to Astario today. Considering the circumstances at Tempesty, his suggestion seemed reasonable, so I decided to follow his advice. I'd be like, you know what, I'm just going back to Astario, I'm never coming back here. Just then... Excuse me. The general affairs employee barged in, not even bothering to knock. She carried a tray with tea on it. This must be very difficult, Amasawa. I brought you some hot tea. Please help yourself. How nice of her. As always, she spoke in a gentle, easygoing manner while placing a steaming cup of tea in front of me. I figured they were going to bust in and be like, you need to, and like give me some kind of crap, but like she's being nice. This is good. As I wondered if this was Higa's doing. Oh, I didn't ask for any tea. Who asked you to do this? It's from all of us. We can't openly support you in front of Bito or the president, but we're all on your side, Amasawa. Now, before it gets cold... That's actually really fucking sweet. They're like, we like you better. Bito's a whore. But we can't say anything. I took a sip of the warm tea. It perfectly calmed my fraying nerves. I love the fact that everyone's like, oh my god, like they can't say anything, but they're all like, she sucks. I like this. Even with everything that was going on, it was wonderful to know there were still people looking out for me. With renewed determination, I decided to keep putting my best foot forward, and hopefully that foot is one that's going to go forward, and so Bito trips down the stairs and breaks her fucking neck. And then you're going to be like, oh, yeah, there's no one there to prove I did it. As you watch the light slowly leak from her eyes, and she dies painfully and slowly. And you just laugh. What? I told you, I got a little serial killer in me. Don't fuck with my prince. See, this is what I want. I don't want to be, like, thinking about pushing my prince into traffic for not growing a spine. And I was wrong. I was wrong. He just didn't tell us. They're blaming me for this. I'm under house arrest. I can't contact you again, but whatever. I mean, I don't know if he really knew at the time. Because otherwise he wouldn't have had his phone. He was like, yeah, they're really pissed, and I don't know what's going on here. Like, he just didn't tell us the level of pissed that they were. You know, which is like, sir, I get you're trying to protect us, but this isn't helping. You know, but again, why I said he should not go to the hospital with Bito. And then when they came for him, you would have been like, we were together the whole night. She was acting like a fool, and there's no witnesses. There's a whole restaurant of motherfucking people, and there's waiters. Okay? Upon returning to Astario, Director Kobase called me to his desk. We were so much better off with Boss Babe. I'm just saying. Hey, at least his drama was like so much. It was like, I want to kill that bitch for trying to ruin his life, but I was like, I will be. Now it's just like, oh, there's just too many people that I'm gonna have to murder, and I'm bound to get caught because, like, you know, killing one person's one thing, but having to kill like 2 families worth of people, you know. Well, I mean, as long as we kill Bito, we might not have to kill her family or, you know, Yoshioka's family, and that would suck to have to kill his family. I don't think he's gonna like that, but Bito's #1 on the hit list. I received a request to remove you from the project with Tempesty. It said you injured one of their employees. Oh, now she's blaming me! What happened? So, Bito was most likely behind it. After some hesitation, I decided to disclose everything, including my relationship with Yoshioka. Well, see, Yoshioka and I were out at dinner. Beto came trampling in acting like a fucking cunt, fell and hurt herself, and decided to blame everybody but her goddamn fucking self, because she's a cunt and a whore and deserves to die. But I'm too nice, and I would she just needs a hug. No, she needs a punch in the fucking face. You know what I said earlier about, like, wanting to, like, you know, she needs to be slapped in the face and then comforted because her heart was broke? Fuck all that shit. Take it back. The only pat on the back I'm giving her is with a knife in my fucking hand, okay? Severing her spinal cord. I had no idea. That shit gets more and more gutsy. You can't talk to Yoshioka directly. Oh, can't you talk to Yoshioka directly? Sound to me, I'm gonna need you to go over there and bust some heads. I shook my head. This is why we love the Labradoodle. These two, right here. Kohei's fine. But he's forgettable for me. It's just a personal thing. But this little fucking Labradoodle right here and Hot Boss Babe, these two. Even though Boss Babe would not have stood up to Beto and told her to go fuck herself. But that's why we have Labradoodle. Okay? Because he looks all sweet and adorable, and then he's very bitey, which I love. I shook my head. On my way back to Astario, I tried messaging Yoshioka several times, but I never got any response. They probably took his phone. Just as Hika said, Yoshioka was in a situation where he couldn't be reached. You think they've taken away his phone? That sounds more like prison than just keeping him at home. So, Amasawa, you and Yoshioka are involved. Is that right? Are you jealous? Don't be jealous, sweetie. I love you more. I really do. Seriously, I do. You might have to share me with the Labradoodle, and I never thought I'd say that. I mean, it's happened before. I've fallen in love with a Labradoodle. Okay, so it's not unheard of. But, like, I wasn't expecting it in this game, but, like, Santabe's really adorable. And, like, personality-wise, and he's very pretty, so it's not surprising, to be fair. I nodded firmly. And from what I understand, you had nothing to do with Beto's injury. Is that also correct? I nodded again. Oh, someone's gonna get all lawyery. I explained that Yoshioka wanted us to move to another room, but Beto fell on her own, because she's a dumb cunt. Plus, I'd been nowhere near her. There was no way I could have tripped her, and I had no intention to do so anyway, because I'm a goddamn doormat. All right. We'll file a formal complaint stating that this request is unreasonable. Give him hell, Koba! You admit you're at fault when you're not, and people will think they can just walk all over you. I'm not letting that happen. I love his pissed Sally Cat face. I missed it. But also, this is very pertinent to his route if you think about it. You admit you're at fault when you're not, and people walk all over you. He's like... After playing his route, this line is like... Yeah, we kind of see how that is. You took the fault for the motorcycle accident, and then the sister was walking all over you and trying to ruin your life. And yeah, I saw how that went, so I'm with you. Amasawa, if you're not at fault, be firm about it. Right, don't just take the blame for your buddy. I smiled and gave him my word, which is just funny coming from him. Pot, kettle, glass house, throwing stones. I felt truly blessed to have so many incredible people around me. I mean, I like the way this is going with, like, so many people, like, being like, no, we got your back. This girl's a bitch. We're going to his perspective, but we'll have to do that next time. So, anyway, I will see you next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.